Hi students, this is lecture 3 of MFCS. In the previous class, we discussed the logical connectives of unit 1, that is mathematical logic. In that already we started propositional calculus. In propositional calculus, we discussed the concepts of logical connectives and their truth tables. What are the logical connectives? The first one is negation. The symbol for negation is, it is a unary operator, and second one is conjunction. Symbol is AND symbol, we read it as AND. Third one is disjunction. Symbol for this disjunction is OR. Next, fourth one is conditional or implication. The symbol for this conditional or implication is arrow. Next, fifth one is biconditional. Symbol is a two-sided arrow. In the previous class, already we discussed all these 5 connectives along with their truth tables, and also we discussed the examples on these 5 connectives. Now, in this class, we will see the topics of how to construct a truth table for a given proposition, then for a given conditional or implication statement P conditional Q, what is this converse, inverse and contrapositive, then how to define a well-formed formula. When do we say that a proposition is a well-formed formula, and then what is meant by a statement formula. Next we see the concepts of tautology, contradiction and contingency. Then when do we say that the two formulas are logically equivalent using the truth tables. In this class we will discuss all these concepts. So we start with construction of truth table. Construction of truth table. Already in the previous class we discussed how to construct a truth table, how many columns are there and how many rows are there. Suppose if a given proposition consisting of n variables, then the number of rows in the truth table is equal to 2 to the power n, and the number of columns depends on the given proposition. At the rightmost of the table, we take the entire proposition. By splitting the given proposition part-wise, we consider the left side of the columns. Right. We will see the first problem. Construction of a truth table for the proposition P, R, Q, conditional, negation, R. First of all, we have to see that how many variables are there. Here we have 3 variables, those are P, Q, R. So number of variables equal to 3. So number of rows in the truth table equal to 2Q is equal to 8. This 3 is the number of variables in the given proposition. Because 3 variables are there, we get 2 cube 8 truth values, 8 possible values. T, 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 then T, T, F, T, F, T, T, F, F. Like that we write all the 8 possible combinations. How can we remember these 8 possibilities? Means simply we write 2 variable possible combinations twice, because all of you remember easily 2 variable combinations TT, TF, FT, FF. Write the 2 variable combinations twice. After that, before the first set, write all T's, 4 T's. And before the second set, write all the 4 F's. Then you can easily identify what are the 8 possibilities without repeating any one and without missing any combination. Like that we will get 8 possible combinations. Then Now, if we observe the given proposition, here we have two connectives are there. One is or, second one is implication, and the third one is negation. So, according to the order of precedence of the logical connectives, first preference is for negation or. Precedence of logical connectives already we discussed in the last class. So, first preference is for negation or. Next preference is for disjunction. So, we put bracket here. P or Q. Then we apply the conditional. Right? So, this is the given proposition. Here we write in the rightmost column given proposition which is denoted by G. So, what is the given proposition according to the order? P or Q, conditional, negation, or. So, first we consider P, Q, R columns and then 8 possibilities. Our requirements are P or Q is the first one and negation R is the next one. So, first find out P or Q. R means which is disjunction. For these two columns apply the disjunction. In the disjunction table only it is false in one case if both are false. Here both are false cases. In the last case P and Q both are false, then the result is false. In the other 6 cases either any one is true or both are true, then P or Q is true. Right? Then we require negation R. Already R is there. For that third column R we apply its negation. Negation of true is false and negation of false is true because it is a unary operator. So true negation false, false negation true. Like that we write the corresponding negations. Next, for these two columns we apply the conditional table. For these two columns we apply the conditional. Conditional or implication in that truth table it is false in only one case, that is first one is T, second one is F. If you observe here, first one is T, conditional F is F. Again in the third case T, conditional F is F. Here also T, conditional F is F. In all the other cases, its truth value is true. So, like that we construct the truth table of a given proposition. Right. So, we see the next problem. Construct a truth table for the proposition P conditional Q and Q conditional P. First, we need to check down how many variables are there. Here we have two different variables. Those are P and Q. Because the number of variables in the given proposition is equal to 2. So, total number of rows or total number of possibilities equal to 2 square, that is 4. So, we have 4 truth value possibilities. What are those? TT, TF, FT and FF. Then stepwise we need to construct every column because here we require P conditional Q, Q conditional P. To find out that one, we split this as first of all 2 parts according to the parenthesis, otherwise brackets. So P conditional Q is first part, then Q conditional P is second part. So what is meant by conditional? Conditional or implication. In conditional table, it is false only in one case, that is true conditional false is false. True conditional false is false. In all the other 3 cases, it is true. So, P conditional Q, only in the second case it is false. In the remaining cases, it is true. Now, Q conditional P, both are not same, both are different. Before that, we use P conditional Q. Now, we apply Q conditional P. Q conditional P means we So here it is false only in one case, T to F. That is T to F. In this case only it is false. Remaining 3 cases it is true. So 2 parts completed. Now for these 2 parts, in between these 2 we need to apply and, otherwise conjunction. So for these 2 apply the conjunction. In the conjunction table it is true only in one case. If both are true it is true. Right. Here both are true. In the first case both are true. So it is true. In the last case also both are true. It is true. Whereas in the second and third cases any one is false. In the conjunction table it is false. So in these 2 cases it is false. This is a truth table construction of the given proposition. Now you practice these 2 sums, construct truth tables for the given propositions. Similarly, because in the first proposition we have 2 variables, so we get 4 possibilities. In the second proposition, if you observe there, we have 3 different variables P, Q, R. So we get 2 cube 8 possibilities. So you practice these 2 sums, which is similar as the previous case. Already I explained clearly truth table for 2 different variables and 3 variables. So you practice these 2. Next one, we see converse, inverse and contrapositive. We say that converse, inverse and contrapositive of a statement exist only for the conditional statement P conditional Q. If P conditional Q is the implication statement, its converse is Q conditional P. Its inverse is negation of P conditional negation of Q. And contrapositive is negation Q conditional negation P. How these are required? Why we are using these 3? Whenever we prove certain statement or proposition is logically equivalent, to check that one we use that contrapositive, because contrapositive and given implication both are equivalent. So P conditional Q is same as this negation of Q conditional negation P. While we solve the problems we use this one. So see here, example, it is raining. Take it as it is raining as some proposition P. Streets are wet, consider it as Q. Now our statement is like P conditional Q. For this, converse is, what is the converse? Converse is Q conditional P. What is Q here? Streets are wet, conditional. What is P? It is raining. Q conditional P. Next one, inverse is, inverse of P conditional Q is negation of P conditional negation of Q. What is negation of P? Negation of P is obtained by putting the term not in the sentence. So it is not raining, conditional, streets are not wet. So what is the contrapositive? For a given conditional statement, contrapositive is negation Q conditional negation P. So what is negation Q? Streets are not wet, conditional, it is not raining. So only the contrapositive and the given conditional both are equivalent. This 3 is equivalent to original statement. What is 3? Negation Q conditional negation P is equivalent to P conditional Q. So whenever we say that P conditional Q, it is enough to say that negation Q conditional negation P. So also 1 and 2 are equivalent, that is converse and inverse are equivalent. Converse is Q conditional P and its inverse is negation P conditional negation Q. So converse and inverse are equivalent, and also contrapositive and given conditional statement P conditional Q are equivalent. Next we see the definition of well-formed formula. A well-formed formula can be generated by using the following rules. What are the rules? A statement variable is a statement formula. Means that if we take only A or only B, these variables itself statement formulas. Next, if A and B are statement formulas, if those are connected by using the logical connectives, the result is also a statement formula. That is A or B, A conditional B, A biconditional B, A and B, negation A. So whenever in between the propositional variables, if we use the logical connectives, we call those also statement formulas. Next, expressions are statement formulas that are constructed only by using 1 and 2. What are 1 and 2? 1 means propositional variable itself is a statement formula. 2 means if those propositional variables are connected by using logical connectives and are not conditional, biconditional, those are also called statement formulas. Next, examples. Negation of P and Q. Negation of P and Q. Negation P or Q or P implies P or Q are also well-formed formulas. Overall, what is meant by a statement formula? A statement formula is an expression denoted by a string consisting of variables, parentheses and connective symbols. So a statement formula is a propositional statement which consisting of propositional variables, connectives and parentheses. Those are called statement formula. Next we see tautology. What is meant by a tautology? The other name of tautology is universally valid formula. Universally valid. In the universe it is always valid. It is always true. It is always correct. We call that as the tautology. So a statement formula A is said to be a tautology if the truth value of A is true for any assignment of the truth values T and F to the statement variables occurring in A. So if we consider the proposition A, in that proposition, if we take all the assignment of truth values of the propositions, if it is true, then we call the proposition is tautology. Example is P or negation P is a tautology. How many variables are there? Only one variable is there. So we see the truth table for this one. P, then negation P, P or negation P, true, then it is false, true, false, true, true. For all the combinations, P or negation P is true. For all the truth values, it is true. Therefore, P or negation P is a tautology. Next, contradiction. A statement formula A is said to be a contradiction if the truth value of A is false for any assignment of the truth values T and F to the statement variables occurring in A. So example is P and negation P is a contradiction. Contradiction means if we consider any truth values of the given proposition, its result is false, then it is called as contradiction. So what is the example? P and negation P. So because only one variable is there, we have two possibilities. What are those? True, false. What is the proposition here? P and negation P is the proposition. True negation is false, false negation is true. Here we apply AND. In the AND means conjunction table, it is true only if both are true. But here in these two cases, any one is false, therefore result is false. Because for all the combinations it is false, therefore it is a contradiction. Next, contingency. A statement formula is neither tautology nor contradiction is called contingency. Means that if we consider the set of possible truth values of a given proposition, if it is sometimes true, sometimes false, then we call it as contingency. So neither tautology nor contradiction. It is not always true, it is not always false. Sometimes it is true, sometimes it is false. Then we call it as contingency. Right? So if the truth table of the proposition contains only T, in the last column, then we say that tautology. In the last column only it is false, then it is a contradiction. A statement that can be either true or false, then it is called contingency. So always true, tautology, always false, contingency, sometimes true, sometimes false, then it is contingency. Next, logically equivalent. Two propositions P and Q are said to be logically equivalent or simply equivalent. It is denoted by P equivalent to Q. To say that P equivalent to Q, P biconditional Q is a truth table, means tautology. P biconditional Q is a tautology. Otherwise, two propositions have the same truth value, identical truth table. So to say that two propositions P and Q are logically equivalent, which is denoted by P is logically equivalent to Q, are like this. First one, either identical truth tables, next one, P biconditional Q is a tautology. Third one is same truth value. Right? So to say that two are equivalent, either they have identical truth values or identical truth tables, or else P biconditional Q is a tautology. In the next class, we will see the problems on equivalent, tautology or contradiction. So summary of this class is we see the construction of a truth table, construction of truth table of a given proposition which depends on the given number of variables included in the proposition. If the proposition consisting of two variables, it has 4 possibilities. 3 variables, we have 8 possibilities. Only one variable, then it has only 2 power 1, 2 possibilities. Next one, we see the definitions of converse, inverse and contrapositive. If P conditional Q is a proposition, for its converse is Q conditional P, inverse is Negation P implies negation Q. Contrapositive is negation Q, conditional negation P. We discussed these three topics and how those are equivalent. If the given proposition and contrapositive are equivalent and converse and inverse are equivalent, then we discuss the example on this converse, inverse and contrapositive. Next we see the definitions of tautology, contradiction and contingency. Also we see the definition of logically equivalent. In the next class we will see the problems on tautology, contradiction, contingency and logically equivalent.